What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Joe here, and this is going to be a completely different video from anything I normally do on this channel. I'm going to try to keep it really short, and I'll probably be the most calm out of every video that I have seen so far about this very situation. I'm going to cut this in somewhere in between. I already know I'm probably going to get flack for being a Nintendo apologist, a fanboy, or whatever. I don't care. I just want to get this information out here and share it with you guys and let you guys know what the heck is going on. A number of you guys have hit me up because you guys know I'm part of the Nintendo Creators Program, and the whole email that Nintendo was sending out starting Thursday night, Friday morning. I got my email about 12:45-ish or something like that about Nintendo Creators Program. In their rules and regulations, they don't allow streaming as within their scope. I talked about this in depth during my That Nintendo Show podcast that we do over on Twitch, and I think I might take back a few things that I had said about, the way that the reasoning as to why they might have done it. Again, they weren't clear about that part, and I'll get into that later, but for those of you who don't know what's been going on, Nintendo Creators Program sent an email out to a number of people, to everyone that's part of their program, whether their channel is fully registered to it or if they've only linked up, to the point of where, hey, we do Nintendo content, but we have other content outside of just Nintendo games that we upload to our channels. That's where I fall under, is that very specific situation. So in short, I'm fine. This doesn't impact me, but this does impact a lot of people that are fully linked, have their channels fully linked with the Nintendo's Creator Program. So I'll break it down for you in the email that was sent to me. We'll talk about it, and then we'll go into details that I've seen a few people, especially some bigger people, missing out on and getting very upset. Which, yes, everyone is allowed their own opinion, allowed to be upset, but there are workarounds around this, so let's talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to read the email right now, and it goes, "Thank you for using the Nintendo Creators Program. We have updated the Nintendo's Creator Program user guide with the following information on how revenue generated during live stream broadcasts on YouTube will be handled in the Nintendo Creators Program." Gives you the link. Live streaming on YouTube falls outside the scope of the Live streaming on YouTube falls outside of the scope of the Nintendo Creators Program. This means that you cannot broadcast content on YouTube Live from the account you have registered the Nintendo Creators Program. Please check the user's guide for details. Thank you for your ongoing support and of the Nintendo Creators Program. As YouTube continues to evolve, we will work to provide you timely information to help you manage your account with the Nintendo Creators Program. Man, they mentioned that a lot. So I'm going to click the link here, and sorry, I'm facing away from the camera. My laptop's right here. I don't normally have a good position for this camera. But we go into this link, and I feel I've seen two smaller YouTubers point this out and mention it. One of them really went into great detail. I will leave his link to his channel in the description down below. And then there was another one that I saw who was about in the 20k sub range, who only mentioned the first part and really started to flip out, and I'm just not going to mention names. Then I saw a really big YouTuber completely lose his mind, and I don't think he clicked the link. And I really like this YouTuber too, so I think he just needs to sit back, relax, and check out the content, because I don't think it impacts him the way he think it does. Anyway, I'm going to read the big part that everyone else has been reading on here. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break down every single option that you guys have. Live streaming on YouTube falls outside the scope of the Nintendo Creators Program. You cannot broadcast content on YouTube Live from the account you have registered to the Nintendo Creators Program. If you plan to broadcast content on YouTube Live, you have a couple of options. First, you can broadcast content on YouTube Live from a channel that is not registered to the Nintendo Creators Program. Or you can cancel your channel's registration to the Nintendo Creators Program and instead register your videos containing Nintendo's IP to the program separately. Sorry, I hit the mic. Videos which had previously been registered through your channel would need to be registered individually. Okay, so that part about registering your videos containing Nintendo's IP to the program separately, that's how I have my channel set up. So technically, the way that I have my channel set up right now on YouTube, I could live stream on YouTube without a problem because I don't have my channel fully linked. What's happening right now with the fully linked channels and how Nintendo just auto registers everything so that way they don't have to go and individually verify everything, like their content's just everything's claimed by Nintendo and that's it. They consume all the ad revenue and then they divvy it out, I think it's, if you're fully linked, it's 70-30, so the YouTuber would get 70% of the share and Nintendo would take 30%. For me it's 60-40, and this is all information that you can find in there that is out there. It's even in this link somewhere in the Q&A section, I believe. So yeah, the fully linked channels, they're getting their ad revenue taken. What's happening when they're live streaming is YouTube has added sponsorships. They've added these super chats over the last couple of months, and now they're divvying it out to everybody that hits 1,000 subs. Problem there is that money, yesterday on that Nintendo show, I was saying I think maybe Nintendo's just auto-consuming it through some algorithm that's set between Nintendo and YouTube. It might be the other way around. It might just be that the sponsorship money that people are getting through like the monthly sponsors, the tiered, that tiered monthly fee that you can pay towards a YouTuber who streams as well, or the super chat stuff, that's all going straight to the YouTuber, and Nintendo is not seeing that. That's possible. Again, they don't go into detail into that part, but that could be the case there. It could be one or the other. Either Nintendo's consuming everything and doesn't have a way. Although it would make sense to, now that I'm thinking about it, it would just make sense that it's going straight, all that stream revenue is going straight to the YouTuber as opposed to Nintendo, because I don't think we would be in this situation if it were the other way around, where Nintendo could just take it and then divvy it up afterwards. If they were streaming their content on there, or just live streaming in general. Part of this might be the adpocalypse also. That's the other part that I forgot to mention earlier. It's such a funny word, sorry. And the whole, the situations between, your bigger YouTubers. You guys already know names. I'm just not going to mention them on here. But that could play part of this whole big uproar as well. But then if that were the case, all of Creator Program would probably be banned from live streaming, I would imagine, instead of just this particular one finite thing of fully linked channels to Nintendo. Maybe they just don't want to take the risk. I have no idea. Again, that is just, it just boggles my mind a little bit that this is happening to begin with. Am I surprised? No. Can Nintendo do what they want with their content? Yes. Their visual content, their audio content. Yes, at the end of the day, they can. It just sucks that it does come down to this, and we're getting to a point where people are, DMCAing videos of because they don't like that content creator. I'm not gonna touch that subject. Here are my opinions and the options that are shared through the Nintendo program, and I'm also going to give you some of my own personal opinions as well on the situation that I'm in and what I've done so far. The first one that they list, we talked about it before, was streaming from another channel that's not created to a Nintendo Creator Program, which I personally wouldn't recommend to do it. It is an option, but that's just silly. Second one is disconnecting yourself fully from the Nintendo Creator Program. And again, this is if your channel is fully linked and not individually registering videos that have claims from Nintendo. That is a whole other story that we will talk about shortly. This is an option. I understand everyone out there that might have their channels fully connected and are upset at this because whether they've started live streaming, planned on live streaming, or thought about it, they're kind of screwed out of the situation. And I don't blame you if you fully want to just leave and just say, hey, no, you know what, screw it, I'm going over to Twitch. And that's totally fine. That is an option. The other one is what I'm doing right now as of this moment, and even I'm still on the fence about the situation. Like yesterday I was very chill about it, and even today I'm still like, do I should I just leave it? Should I keep going? And that's having your Google account connected to the Nintendo Creator Program, the Google account that runs that has the YouTube channel that you're linking it with, connecting that to the Creators Program, and there you would just individually have to go in and click on the videos that are claimed by Nintendo based on, their whitelisted video games. And from there, you'll be fine. And the process is tedious. It does get annoying every now and again, but it's pretty easy to just go in and just click and verify. And it usually takes a day or two for them to verify the videos. Sometimes it takes even longer if you're just first starting out. And it takes even up to like a week or two for them to even acknowledge that you've registered for this account. So it is a little bit time consuming, but once you're in, it is pretty smooth to just it does just a matter of clicking in after you've uploaded a video, and 9 times out of 10 you'll get the claim right off the bat. But there are games that I have played on this channel that I have not had any Nintendo claims from. For instance, Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem games in general, I don't get claims from Nintendo for. You don't have to go and verify every single thing. If you get a claim, yes, you can do it, or you can leave it as is. You don't have to necessarily do it. If money is the situation that you're worried about, then yes, you'll want to do that. For me, it's going to sound like the stupidest thing, but for me, it is like, I see the copyright claim and I see you claimed it, and I'm like, okay, let me go in, let me just get rid of this. And then they release the claim after a while, or sometimes, if you have a Miitopia video that's been up for a couple of months, they still don't have they still haven't released a claim. Yeah, but that's besides the point. I digress. I'm diverging. I'm going off tangents. That's what I do here. You got to make light of the situation sometimes. But yeah, you can go over to Twitch. I'll give you my Cliff Notes version of my story here on YouTube right now. I've been on YouTube for the last 2.5 years. I'm going on 3 years in January, and I do Let's Plays. A lot of Let's Plays, or playthroughs, whatever you want to call them, blind walkthroughs, blind playthroughs, or whatever. I play a lot of video games, as you guys know. So yeah, I guess to try to summarize my personal story in short is, you guys know, over the last 1.5 years, we've really changed over from doing every single game to every single platform to just jumping into exclusively going through Nintendo stuff. Probably since last April of 2016, I want to say, is really when I jumped in. I got my 3DS modded and was going ham on Fire Emblem Fates and just really having a good time, because I play a lot of handheld games. And then, Switch came out, and, we did some Wii U stuff. And those videos were getting claimed left and right. And I didn't join the creator program at first, because I was still like, I'm still iffy at the fact that I did join, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I can't keep seeing these claims. Again, it goes back to that. I'm like, I can't see. I hate that it's there. I just want to just get rid of that. I don't even care about the fact that I'm getting, 7 cents from a month from these videos, if that. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to divulge that, but anyway, that's besides the point. For me, it's literally the eyesore that I see there. I'm like, I want to get rid of that. So that's why I ended up connecting it to the individual. I individually verify. So if I were to jump back into streaming on YouTube, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't impact me. I'm over on Twitch, and I live stream all that stuff, and you guys get the full live streams and the breakouts here on YouTube, which is awesome. Granted, the videos don't do really well here on YouTube at all. It just doesn't. I have not figured out the magic, the magic thing that just makes things happen, and I'm cool with that. That's fine. I do this because I enjoy it. And I go over on Twitch, and I have that immediate feedback, that interaction. When I was over on YouTube, It was happening, but my live streams just kept crashing because of the amount of bandwidth that YouTube requires to do certain things, and it was just killing my internet speed. And I've tried numerous times to get it up and running, and it just doesn't work for me. So Twitch was just super smooth, and I stayed there for the last year. I stayed there doing it, and it works, and we have an awesome community there. Some of that community does bleed into here on YouTube, which is why I still build this library of content and everything. It's just that one thing of, like, I get a claim, and it bothers me that it's there. Not so much that I'm getting the 1 cent or whatever. It's there. It's an eyesore, and it bothers me. I don't know. Maybe it's an OCD thing. No idea. But I'm rambling on now. That's sort of my story in short of why I originally joined the Creators Program. I know it's probably the most silliest one that you might hear on YouTube for sure, and I might even get caught flack for some of that. But there's options out there for people, and really the reason I made this video was because there are options, and I don't think that is really being spread enough. You can stay in the program and still live stream. You just have to go about it a different way. You can leave if you choose to do so. Personally, for me, like I said, I'm still on the fence. I'm going to stay for now, see what happens, ride it out, and go from there. But maybe there's a day where I'm just like, hey, I don't think I want to be a part of this anymore. I think I'm okay. And I can do that at any time. It's my prerogative. It's your prerogative. It's my prerogative. Sorry, I had to make at least one joke in this whole entire serious situation that a lot of people are suffering through. But with that said, if there is any useful information you guys have found here, and there's a YouTuber that is struggling out there with this situation of not being able to live stream, show them this video. Let them know there are options for you to, go through and change up the way your account's set up. Go over to Twitch, or just let it be if you're only a video on demand type of content creator as well. Maybe I'd like to know if there's anyone out there that this doesn't affect, because this is a very big thing. And yeah, there you go, guys. I normally do normal outros. This is just going to be a video that goes up of me talking probably for about 15-20 minutes at this point, so I apologize. Continue being you and kick ass at creating content. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Love y'all.